everybody, and welcome to the Dirty Balls Podcast. I am your host, Ethan Binfield, and I am here with my co-hosts. Please introduce yourselves, co-hosts.
I'm Alan.
I'm Jeremy.
I'm Jennifer.
And since the last time we did a podcast...
Do you not know how to work the mic?
Like years ago.
Since the last time we did a podcast, the world has kind of gone crazy. But we're here today...
Shit, we ain't got our mask on.
Well, we're here today to just talk about baseball. So everything in the news right now that we don't have to talk about because you've seen it.
Not.
You've seen it. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about any of that right now. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. For people who don't know what they're talking about all the time, but do most of the time, talk about some baseball.
Yes. I'm tired of hearing the political stuff. There's enough of that.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about baseball about?
Well, Major League Baseball's coming back.
Thank you. Thank you, Lord.
Now, I do think that baseball kind of needs crowd reactions to really work the best. I thought my mic fell. I do think that baseball really needs crowd reactions to do the best that it can, but just being able to watch it in any capacity is going to be a welcome break for people who have missed it like we have.
Yes, and I don't care if it's in person, on TV, radio. Just give me some live baseball.
I started taking TV baseball for granted because, going to so many games, watching it on TV is kind of a step down, and then you take that for granted. But now that there's nothing at all, I don't care if it's 15th inning with 2 hits per team. I'm still watching it.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's 2 teams I don't care about.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to watch.
I'll even watch the Mets.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I go that far. It's got to at least be baseball.
True. That's for true. We've got an interview to do later, but right now we're gonna maybe don't get your hopes up. But right now we got a nice little list-ski of some rule changes that may or may not be impossible to police going forward. But
I'm gonna let Jennifer read them.
Here we go.
Because I don't contribute otherwise.
You read the questions and we'll talk about it.
I might be a little late.
Okay.
We got a big time thing.
I'm on
here.
8 right now.
Making moves
so far.
We're making moves.
You want me to read this?
Yes, because you were blown away about that, and that way you can actually talk.
Yeah.
And just add your own stuff in there. Don't go verbatim. Just do it.
Verbatim.
Do your style.
Verbatim. Among the most pertinent measures are as follows. I have to sit and touch my face and make a noise.
You couldn't pronounce the name of half the Copa teams, but you could pronounce pertinent.
I know words. I just don't know foreign languages.
All right.
That's
Foreign. This is America. It's the second most common language.
What?
Anyway, go on.
Players, coaches, and supports. Yeah, I got that right. Players, coaches, and support staff will be tested for COVID-19 every other day during spring training, the regular season, and postseason.
I think that's pretty smart.
Yeah, I'm not pulling the list up. I'm just going to let her regale us.
I think that's actually pretty smart.
Yeah. The temperature checks.
But at the same time, the temperature checks, we have to do it at work.
This doesn't say temperature checks, because I think that said that later down in there.
COVID
this
test.
said a COVID test every other day.
Oh, and then give them a little orange wristband or something so they know not to get checked at every corner they go to.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of smart. Because no matter how you feel about wearing the mask or whatever, there is a virus out there, and you got to be
smart about it. I say wear the mask, but I don't have any kind of authority over you people, so I recommend it.
Why aren't you wearing a mask?
Because you guys are practically family at this point. Who cares?
Why did you turn it that way? Why didn't you do it towards him?
You guys are practically my cousins at this point.
We are.
It's not... You don't wear a mask around your family and your close friends.
When you're doing that, it's making noise, and they're going to be able to hear
I
all that noise.
apologize if it's making
Leave it the hell
touching
alone.
my face, too, and it's going to hit my
Jennifer,
chin.
you got a lot of list left, and you're a pretty slow reader, so let's...
Players will receive temperature/symptom. Players will receive temperature/symptom checks twice per day.
Twice.
Wow.
2 times.
Well, I got to do that at work when we go to lunch. When we
Yeah.
come back in, they give us temperature checks.
Really?
Yeah.
And I think it's dumb because I work in a building that's hot as hell.
Yeah.
And and if I'm hot,
Yeah, but you're not going to be that much hotter. Just
Yeah,
from
but they-
outside temperature.
or since we've had 4 cases at my job,
Ugh.
Yeah.
they want to play all. Since they didn't want to do anything about it. Well, now we've got to be really serious about it. So if you got like a 99-degree temperature, oh God, you got to go get checked.
How do they check you?
with
They
the thumb-
check you in
Is
the
it-
car
Yeah, the old gunny.
with the gun?
Let's do this the old-fashioned way, big man. That's what I'd say.
Wow.
Not accurate enough.
Go on.
Antibody testing will be conducted once per month.
Okay.
Okay.
I really don't know much about antibodies, and
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist. I'm a
I'm not
journalist, and I'm not
It's
even
like
good
it's
at
like
that.
a girl with you. She's not going to put her body on you because you're
Thanks.
anti your body.
I was trying to think of one.
I tried people. I was.
Yeah. Next. That's as good as we're going to get with
That's
improv
enough.
with you.
That's enough out of you. Shh.
Oh, well.
Social distancing will be encouraged as much as possible, both on the field and off.
60 feet 6 inches.
Well, that won't work.
Yeah.
Players and other team personnel not participating in the game will be sitting in the stands at least 6 feet apart.
That'll be easy. The 50,000-seat stadiums, that won't be hard.
That won't be hard.
It's just going to look like a...
Like each person.
Look like a Braves
you
game.
can't
Look, I was
even
going to
talk
say
to people.
Marlins. It looked like a Marlins
Yeah.
game. Back when they played, before they had their new stadium and they shared with the Dolphins.
Oh, man. There was like nobody ever went to those.
So like every third seat's going to be a single person?
Yeah. That's how the spotters at NASCAR are doing right now. They're in the top of the stands like a row apart.
There'll be nobody in the dugout? That's so sad. Non-playing personnel must wear masks in the dugout and bullpen at all times.
And there's your question.
So umpires?
They didn't answer that, huh?
Yeah, I
You
guess
just said they
sometimes
were not going to have people in the dugout. There you go. The players are not on the field in the dugout.
Yeah. Which that doesn't make sense. I think they'd be the ones in the stands.
Yeah.
What if you accidentally grab somebody's wrong? You get up to go do something, take your mask off to hit the field, and you go back in, you pick up somebody else's.
mask.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Or somebody else's bat or glove
Maybe you have
or
to keep your
hat.
mask on you at all times. Keep it on your person.
Maybe.
The sunflower seed industry might never recover from this.
We haven't even got to that yet. Calm down.
Hubba Bubba might also, not the guy, the gum, might also suffer to some degree.
No pregame exchange of lineup cards.
Darn.
Yeah.
Only time I've ever seen anything interesting happen with a lineup card is when this coach, or manager, sorry, got ejected before the game even started because he was jacking with the ump when he was handing him the lineup card.
No celebratory contact. High fives, fist bumps, hugs, etc.
Okay, I don't see them enforcing that too much.
Dusty Baker is pissed.
I mean, I don't see them fully enforcing that a whole lot.
I don't know.
I mean, because by the time, if somebody's excited, and by the time they high five, it's
You
done.
don't even. It's natural. You don't even think
Yeah.
about it.
You
I
guys,
mean, there'll probably be a lot less of it, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they going to do? Suspend them for a game?
Fine them.
Fine them? Yeah, they probably could do that, though.
did you guys not get my Dusty Baker joke?
What's a Dusty Baker?
Really?
He used to be a player, and now he's a manager, and he invented the high five.
What's his name?
He didn't invent.
He
high
invented
five.
the-
He did.
The
He really
first ever,
did. First ever high
first
five.
ever high five,
It's
Dusty Baker.
documented.
Look it up.
And
thought
what
it
was
was Forrest
so
Gump.
I can't remember the guy's name, but one of the things that was so controversial about it was, like, just a few weeks earlier, the other player was the first ever major league player to come out as homosexual.
Which
And-
back then, now it's a little bit more accepted, but back then, not really.
Yeah, and like, in the dugout, he was like, people wouldn't go near him. Back then people thought some really weird things. They were like, "Oh, I don't want to be near a homosexual. I might catch it."
I caught gay. Oh,
Yeah,
What?
and
That ain't gonna happen.
and
If
Dusty
we haven't
Baker,
called it from Ethan yet, we're good.
Yeah, but Dusty Baker went out there and without even.
Well, I want all the women watching this podcast to know that was just a joke. Continue.
Dusty Baker went out there with, without even any real thought about it. Was just celebrating like, hey, he's just another guy on the team. Hey, high five.
And that was the first one ever. He's rounding third on a home run, I think.
Yeah.
And Dusty Baker was the third base coach, and just stuck his hand out. Boom! First recorded high five.
First recorded high five in history.
And it came from baseball.
Yep.
Baseball, Ray. Baseball.
Baseball.
Field of Dreams. I knew where it came from.
Next.
No spitting or chewing of tobacco and or sunflower seeds. Oh, chewing gum is allowed. Chewing gum is allowed.
Because you don't spit that out until you're done with it.
You just swallow it.
Which reminds me of the time when I was 12 years old where we took a tour of Turner Field and I saw each player had a little slot to put their bat in, and in the slot that said Chipper Jones, there was a bunch of spit out gum. And I'm a 12-year-old, and this is my favorite baseball player ever. And I'm like, I got to touch this gum.
Oh, no.
So I did. It was dry. But like,
still gross.
This was Chipper. If you saw your favorite player, if you saw Junior's gum, you'd be like, "Ooh, let me get some of that."
No.
I know you would.
No. That reminds me. There's.
I had to touch. I didn't chew it.
There's
just touched it.
I can't remember the name of the place, but there's a restaurant in Greenville, Ohio, that they're known for one of their sandwiches. Like, and people come from like hours around, hundreds of miles around to eat there. But the big tradition is that as you're going through the drive-thru or walking in, you take your gum and stick it on the wall. So like as you go in, the walls on the outside
I bet that shit ain't happening now.
They're closed now.
Yeah, but it has thousands of pieces of gum, and I went there with my ex-wife, and I'm like walking in, and I'm like, oh, this is disgusting. Like, this had better be some good food.
That's where it
and it was
started.
good.
Yeah.
I could have cloned my.
Food was good. The walls were disgusting.
I could have cloned my own Chipper Jones to be my best friend.
You're that desperate for friends.
All right, whatever. Next rule.
I'm real sad about the sunflower seeds.
Me too.
I would
They'll
die.
come back though. I got a feeling there'll still be people eating them.
Yeah, they'll just
On the DL.
spit in a cup or something.
Yeah.
They can't. They got that mask on.
Put a little flap or seed flap.
Like
Yep.
the Facebook video.
Yeah.
A ball will be thrown out once it has been touched by multiple players.
That won't happen.
They're gonna say that.
I mean, they'll try it, but
So that's going to be hard for game use balls. A lot of people are seeking game use
Flooding
balls.
the
You can
market.
buy them.
They probably don't. They probably won't even sell them.
Exactly.
They're just going to get rid
throw
of
them
them.
away.
That's going to suck.
The Astros are gonna have a hard time without being able to spit on all the balls next year.
Yeah. They have a good excuse to have a trash can around though.
True. That's true. The
They're not
worst.
hitting the trash can. That's just them throwing the baseballs in them to get rid of them.
The worst part of all of this is I was so looking forward to the Astros getting clowned everywhere by the fans for the entire season, and now that's not going to get to happen.
I'm sure it's going to happen.
I do wonder though how many of them are still going to get hit.
Probably still a lot. That's
that's
still
going to happen
going to be quite a lot.
because baseball players have a long memory.
They got that Jimmy Spencer memory.
Yep.
Fights are strictly prohibited.
They were already prohibited.
If you ask
Well, now
Anthony,
it's strict.
if you ask Anthony Siegler, they're prohibited.
Yeah.
He'll start one and run away.
Run to the outfield.
Yeah, he was social distancing before it was cool.
And he's still not cool.
No. Now one guy's going to have a problem because he isn't going to get to hit his girlfriend anymore.
Yeah, how do you say that in Korean?
Oh, okay. Look, that was a pro. I shouldn't have said that. That was wrong of me. I apologize now. Please don't cancel me. Jennifer, back to you.
Sorry, that was the end. So we could talk more about.
No. Continue.
That's fights are strictly
It was an
prohibited.
honest
That's
question.
the end.
They have other rules.
It was.
though.
He didn't speak English. It was an honest question.
Aren't they bringing the extra innings?
Yeah, that was
pace of
the-
play
that- this
rules
was the whole-
in?
COVID
Being
rules.
safe
Yeah,
rule.
but
Now,
they, since it's a shortened season, they're bringing up in extra innings they're going to start the person who struck out or who was the last out in the ninth inning will start on second base. I hate that rule. That gives the away team the advantage.
And I've done research on that because I wrote a paper about it, which
And?
was fun. And it does give the away team. The away team has won way more times than the home team has when they've started doing that.
Really, like you remember the percentage?
It was a while ago when I wrote this paper, but it was more for the away team.
Yeah, I mean, I hate that. It's does away with home field advantage. Well, part of home field advantage, but
I don't think there's going to be much home field advantage this year because most of home
yeah,
field
that's
advantage
true.
is atmosphere. I mean, the Yankees, people out there in the outfield that are the heckling kings that we
Yeah,
aspire to
the
be
bleacher
one
creatures.
day. Marlins man, he's going to have
he'll
go
still
anywhere.
find a way to get there. I mean, he made it to the Armed Forces game.
True. He's like that guy in the
mean-
green shirt that's at every wrestling pay-per-view.
Yeah. I got a feeling Marlins man will be at least one game.
He'll get in.
And there will be a 3-batter minimum.
Oh,
What?
for bringing in
the-
a pitcher?
Yeah, for the pitcher changes.
I don't like that either.
Oh, that was also part of my paper. This whole I wrote a 11-page paper about like a bunch of different proposed rule changes in baseball for this one class, and it was great. I got a lot of it was a lot of opinions in it that I was allowed to use, and not just. I mean, I used facts and opinions. Got it from both sides.
And there'll be the manager will only have 20 seconds to decide if they want to challenge a call now.
Damn.
That I can actually understand.
Get away with challenges, no challenges in general.
Because if you want to speed up play, that's the way to do it, is put time limits on things like that, not on actual play in the game. Just speed up the stuff that's around that.
Also, 3 pickoff attempts, they get the base.
And there's injury.
I think
That'll do it too.
my thoughts on that is give them 2 pickoff attempts. After that, it's a ball.
That's good too.
Yeah.
And there's pitching, rules about two-way players, position players, pitching, and all that good stuff. And then the roster limits and all this good stuff. And now we also have something called a taxi squad.
What is that? I've waited until now for someone to explain it to me, which I probably
I
should.
think that's basically just a squad that they're going to have like in reserve if one of their players gets injured.
Because we're pretty much not going to have minor
Minor
league,
leagues.
and that's going to be their reserves for
Yeah, the reserves are going to play,
right.
but just so they can stay in shape.
I didn't think we'd go a whole season with no minor league baseball,
I know.
but it looks like we're on the cusp of it.
But from what I hear, Nashville is going to be one of the sites where they're going to be playing. I've heard rumors.
Wait,
Right, yeah, I've heard
they're
that
playing
too.
at neutral stadiums?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought they were just playing at their own
The
places.
taxi
I think
squad?
Yeah. I think some of them are playing at like their spring training facilities, but I think others are playing in neutral sites so they can be, closer to wherever they might be playing.
They should get an island like the UFC.
I gotta say, that's a pretty baller move by UFC. Or UFC, I mean.
Yeah.
So,
And what you're not going to do is be Vince McMahon and force your performers to not wear a mask, and then about 18 of them get COVID, and then you run the shittiest SmackDown ever with like 5 wrestlers, and just I'm getting ahead of myself.
yeah. Next thing you'll be telling people to take their shirts off and put on some overalls. And,
What a maneuver!
yeah.
The projected 30-man group, which will work out of Globe Life Park once the season starts. This will be an extent of the Rangers' talent pool from which they could select depth options if they
Death
have
options.
depth
Depth.
Okay.
options.
Wow,
I
you
thought he said
really,
deaf too.
my heart dropped. I was like, that is dark.
If they have any
That is
injuries
grim, Alan.
and they need to make changes. So that's what the taxi squad is. There's going to be 6 catchers.
Al Pacino in that?
Sam
I mean,
Huff.
6 pitchers. And the ones that we know, Joe Palumbo,
Yep.
Tyler Phillips,
Joe. Tyler. Heck yeah.
and Kyle Cody.
Yep.
And so the relief pitchers, there'll be 9.
We know quite a few of those.
Yeah. Alex Spees.
Yep.
Which
we saw him for a little
that's-
while.
I don't know what's going on with that because he was here.
He didn't
Yeah.
He
play
got Tommy
last
John.
season, did
He had Tommy John.
Yeah, he played in what?
And then he had the
1-2 games.
and then he went to last year played in the rookie ball.
Yeah.
So he
Okay.
must have been really
Okay.
good.
Oh yeah, they're very high on him.
Cole Uvala,
Cole with that RPM.
Cole,
Oh,
baby.
Joe Barlow,
Joe.
and the burnt pineapple,
Hey!
DeMarcus.
DeMarcus Evans.
Who came up with the burnt pineapple?
That was
was
Tyler.
Tyler
Phillips.
Tyler. I was blanking on that
good
one.
group of guys.
Yeah. 3 catchers.
The minor league mafia right there.
I'm not even going to name the catchers. You know which catcher is going to be there. Sam's will be there.
That's right.
There's going to be 7 infielders. Cuba. Andy Ibanez. Shirt and Apostle. Josh Young. And Curtis Terry.
Scary.
That's right, big
Curtis.
scary.
So yeah, I was very surprised with Curtis. I mean, that's going to be awesome.
Which I think I know why you were surprised. Probably the same reason I was. It wasn't his talent.
Because he has that.
It's his health.
Right.
Because of his
knees and stuff. So I guess the surgery went great.
Man, I hope so.
And there'll be 5 outfielders. And the only one on here I know is Leote.
Who are the other ones?
Yep.
Rob Retzsnyder?
Let me see the list.
Aroldis. Does that say Aroldis? You're moving it. Aroldis Garcia.
Aroldis Garcia, Hunter Cole, Blake.
Sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
What a sweetheart.
Yeah. And Leote's the only one that played in Hickory, I think.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Or at least if the others did, they weren't there for long.
Yeah. And I don't remember them from being with the Ducks either. So
yeah.
But that's your taxi squad. So that's our guys that we know. So hopefully, don't want nobody getting hurt.
No.
But
if they do,
some of those guys play.
So
I'll be honest. I'd like to see them play.
That would be awesome.
Maybe they'll bring them up just to give somebody a rest.
Right. So we'll see what happens. And I don't have the schedule for the schedules.
I do know what the first game is going to be of the season. The overall first game. It's going to be the Yankees and the Nationals.
That'll be fun.
Bring it.
And then the Saturday, the Fox Saturday is going to be the next day. That's the first national televised game, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Cool deal.
That'll be the Red Sox, I think. I can't remember the other
You got to
team.
have the Yankees and Red Sox playing in the first weekend if they're not playing each other.
And I don't like either of those teams, but they got to play each other.
I think every rivalry should always be the opening week or weekend of baseball.
Yeah, which is the thing I don't get about college basketball. Why is it like Duke versus Bethune-Cookman and it's 100-27? Why not start with Carolina? That'd be so much more fun.
Because you got to let it build up.
Exactly. You got to
the
build
preseason.
up. Because they end the season.
Technically, it's preseason.
That out-of-conference stuff.
every
They
year-
beat Wofford by 70 points. Good job, Duke.
Hey, it's not just Duke that does that. They all do that. And it gives those smaller colleges a nice payday.
Now, LR did get on the ESPN3 against Tennessee last year in one of those kind of games. We got destroyed, but it's okay. We're a football school anyway.
Yeah, and this is a baseball podcast.
That's true.
But all right, here's the part where I've been wanting to talk a little bit because I've got something and I want to share it. If you noticed in the intro, we have a new logo.
Yes.
So
Great guys did that for us.
Yes.
the artwork was done by Matt and Mick Glebe. Go check them out on Facebook.
Yes, they are amazing.
Are super awesome. If I can remember, I'll try to put the link down in the description. Go check them out.
We can post some pictures of the attempts that we all had at,
No,
at
we're
the
not
new
doing
logo.
I drew a logo.
I like Jennifer's a lot. It's kind of like my tattoo.
Mine looked better before I colored it in.
So
I
we
stayed
just
out of it because I know.
I can't draw a circle. So, but I wanted to, since I feel that we're only going up from here, and we had to get a better logo. Not that the other one was bad, but I just wanted something more beefier. And
We had a little setback, just like the entire world did, but I think now that we're back, we're going to really hit our stride.
Yes.
I've always wanted some artwork done by those guys. And I'm not saying that they're expensive. I mean, for what I paid for it, I'm not saying nothing. It's perfect, but I didn't want to get... They like to do Marvel and Star Wars and stuff like that. I wanted something that they've never done. Something that's original. So, I asked them, I said, hey, could you guys do that? And literally knocked it out of the park.
If we ever get big enough to have merch, it'd be cool for them to design some shirts for us.
I mean, I've had people say that, they want to have a shirt if we ever made one. So if you would like one, let us know. And we'll see
I've
what we can
actually
do.
had friends, when they saw the decal that
Really?
you gave me, say that they would love to have that on
All right,
shirt.
well, we'll see what we can do. And I was playing around on YouTube the other night, and I have an old page that I cannot, for the life of me, you couldn't give me all the money in the world to have me log into this YouTube page. There's no way. But I've realized that I have a video on there. It's got 9 million views.
Because he can't figure out his password, or not because he doesn't want to.
Yeah,
you just can't figure it out.
I can't figure it out. But it was a video of a concert we went to. I titled it wrong, but still, it's a great song. It's by the lead singer of Stained, Aaron Lewis. But I looked, and I have 9 million subscribers on there.
On a channel he can't get access to.
And on this one, we have 106 maybe. So how about you?
117
Which is
last time I checked.
my channel's butt at 32.
117.
You know, just give us a like, and just
Give
give us
us
a
a
thumbs
subscribe.
up. And I've had a lot of people say, well, I don't have YouTube. And I'm like, well, do you have Gmail? And it was like, yeah.
Then you have YouTube.
So if you have a Gmail
If
account,
you have Google anything.
you have a YouTube channel. You have a YouTube. You can sign in with your Gmail information. So just go and give us a thumbs up. Don't ever give us a thumbs down. If you hate it, still don't do it.
Oh, really? All my videos. Oh man, I almost sweared real loud. Get this whole thing shut down.
But yeah, like, subscribe, give us a comment and everything.
Give us a subscribe.
And this
click
is
the
something that
notification bell.
coming from me, because Ethan brought it up. Hey, let's do a podcast. He wanted to do one, and I jumped on and I said, let's do this. This has been super fun for me. Jeremy's had his own, Conrad's Cowbells, which he does a phenomenal thing.
Thank you.
Because I've wanted Lucas to do what he does, because I figured a kid would get a lot more views than an adult.
And we still don't know if Jeremy's an official member or not of the Dirty Balls podcast. He's been on enough episodes now.
I think so.
It's not. This is not a Dirty Balls podcast. This is a Dirty Bells production. So
It's
that's
also a Dirty Balls podcast.
And it's also Conrad Campbell.
there you
That's
go.
true. That's true. It's a crossover episode.
So that's why it says it on the logo. So without further ado, like I said, I got the decals and everything. We got some for our car, but I went and I bought something special to give to you guys, and that we all could have. And I want to have you guys open it up.
Oh, I did. I thought the sticker was the present.
That's your birthday present.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just turned 22. It means
Happy
nothing.
birthday, Ethan!
Yes, happy birthday.
So,
22
Damn it, why don't
means
we have
nothing.
glitter?
so
Every
Jennifer wants to
birthday
hand
means
those
something.
2 presents out.
Survived
to these guys.
another one.
I bought some shoes and it came in this really cool shiny ass box.
Ooh,
and
shiny.
also the shoes smell like lavender, and I don't know why you'd want your shoes to smell, but the sole smells like lavender.
They smell like sweat.
They won't for too long, but
It don't matter who gets it.
Who wants the shiny box?
Don't matter
he
to
seemed
me.
excited about it. I'll take the plain box because I'm pretty plain.
He'll take the beat up one because he's beat up.
All right, host goes last. So,
It's the same thing.
oh, okay.
Same
All
time.
right,
Same time.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, this is
Oh, this is awesome.
Oh my! Wow! Thank you.
This is so cool.
is
That's
amazing.
thanks.
Okay, we gotta show this off.
I'll take it up close to the camera.
Yes,
Cord.
these are amazing.
I've seen these with team logos and stuff on them, and I've always wanted one. But it means even more to have one with our logo on it.
This is awesome.
That is
Well,
cool.
I contacted
It's a cup, by the way, if you couldn't tell.
the
mug.
Bat
A
Mug
mug.
Company here in Asheville, which is Young Bat Company. They do a phenomenal job. Go check those guys out. I've had them do me 2 bats for some players. And I was going to go with them, but since our decal has so much color and so much detail, I went to Duck Graphics here in Hickory.
Which they do a good job.
They do all the graphic work for the crawdads.
All those giveaway shirts
Yes.
and all the other ones, too.
So they made the decals, and
Sure, mine's
Jennifer
not
found the
gonna
bats on Etsy, and we ordered some, and I slapped them on there. I mean, it might be a little too big,
It's not.
It's
But-
It's fun.
It's not.
I just thank you guys so much
is
for everything
perfect.
you guys do
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
for this and to help us. And like I said, hopefully we can grow and grow. And hell, I mean, maybe one day we can get enough of those and sell those.
Yeah.
So
So this might be the end of the video, but there might be an interview coming up.
yeah,
we don't know
there
yet.
might be a little interview with somebody special.
I'm probably going to sit out the interview because I don't bring anything to the interviews because I don't speak.
If the little red line at the bottom of the video is right there, you know there was an interview.
And
But if it's not, stay tuned.
Then again, we might just make the video a separate, or the interview a separate video.
Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. We'll
We
see.
didn't discuss any of this shit.
If you're watching this now, you're about to find out.
Yeah, you know how we do. It's just a spur of the moment type thing. But again, guys, please like, subscribe,
awesome.
hit the bell notification. I mean, you're not going to get notified like crazy because I mean, hell, the last one we put out was almost a month ago,
May 4th,
2
almost
months.
2 months ago.
2 months
Yeah,
ago.
almost
So
2 months.
you know,
Of course, that's because there's been no baseball.
but there's been no baseball, and if there is baseball, it's
There'll
only going to
be-
be like once a week.
Yeah.
So unless we got a special interview, but we're not going to blow your phone up. But please, we're not trying to be YouTube famous and make that YouTube money.
Well, I am.
All right.
Yeah, what are we talking about? We want that
Sorry.
YouTube money. It ain't much though. I've seen people.
I just want money. I don't care where it comes from. Just
But,
send me money.
you know, if you like it, give us a thumbs up.
I'm trying to be a
and
real
let us know.
journalist over here.
I'm not. I'm just trying to be famous and rich. Preferably just rich.
Are you cutting it off now?
I'm cutting it off. Don't buy Jennifer.
Bye.
Bye, Jennifer.